Let's do it. Greetings, family. Greetings, greetings. I'm back with Wilson, Energy Orchestrator.
Yes, yes.
Yay!
Thank you.
Of
Thank you for
course,
having me.
oh man, my pleasure. So, this last Saturday, we had the cacao ceremony at the Omziel Healing Sanctuary. That was amazing. That was
Yes,
outstanding, bro. Please tell me some of the highlights that you seen
yes,
there at the ceremony.
yes. It was great. We opened that circle. We had a beautiful amount of guests. We had 9 people actually. This just came to me before we jumped on. We actually had 9 people, and that's in alignment with everything we discussed. It was the full moon in Leo. The final full moon. Excuse me, the final full moon of the snake year. So this was a important part of our ending of shedding of what we had to release for the end of this year, leading into this fire horse year coming up. So yeah, like that 9 signifies, endings and beginnings. So, there goes
Mhm.
just more synchronicities.
Yep. And then it was
Um,
the shedding, the last, right? The last of the snake
yeah.
years ending now.
Hmm.
And then it was just about shedding and letting those things go, stripping off that old skin, man. Yeah,
Hmm.
that was super powerful. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And then did
So
you did you did you see the moon also on Saturday night when you
yes, yes. When I stepped outside, I was
incredible.
able to
Oh
see
my
it. It was
God, yeah.
gorgeous.
It
Hmm.
had that ring right around it, that fire ring,
Yeah, it
bro.
was it
It
was
was
glowing. It was
it was
glowing.
glowing. It was
Hmm.
crazy.
And then
Yeah.
Jupiter was also right next to it because Jupiter was conjunct the moon as
Mm.
well. So, we had all of that releasing with the full moon. And then when you connect Jupiter is the planet of expansion, the planet of abundance. So you were like releasing all these things so we can bring in this abundance and this, expansion, and it just signifies it's just more confirmation of exactly what we were doing, where we're releasing to go into the new year, the fire horse year.
Yeah, I did feel the energy during the ceremony too. The releasing, like the beginning. Man, we did a sound bath, and I got into the didgeridoo. And
Hmm.
sometimes I get these thoughts, like, man, maybe it's just a little bit too much. Maybe I should be a little quiet. And I was like, no, you know what? Just lean into it. Oh, lean into it, and that's what I did. It just started with the sound bowls and the didgeridoo. Oh my god, bro!
Yeah, just
Guys came out
flowing.
of it. They were like, man, I felt it. Yeah, that
Was
one
that
brother,
the
he was yeah,
didgeridoo?
yeah, yeah, I know. One brother said that he was like vibrating, he was like, he was like, whoa.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, it's
Hmm.
powerful. It's
Yeah, and I
powerful.
was while you were doing the sound bath, I was incorporating the light language, and it was just the flow with that, and it's the same thing. Like, am I doing too much? No, we're just allowing it to flow, allowing it to just, it's coming as it's needed. Allowing
Yeah,
that connection to just be there, and just trusting that it's right where it's supposed to be.
that's it. It's trust. It's trust. Yes.
Hmm.
First of all, I want to say thank you for all those that came through, for the
Hmm.
trust, trusting in us, and what is it that we're providing for you. What we're saying, that's what it is. But
Hmm.
also thank ourselves too, right? Thank
Yeah.
ourselves for trusting ourselves, for showing up, and for trusting that what is it we're doing is the right thing to do. We're serving well. We have the skills. We have it. Sometimes we get that imposter syndrome, like, oh no, come on, man, you ain't got it. You ain't got that certificate that other guy got it.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't need the certificate from the other guy. I already have the authority given to me from
Hmm.
higher source.
Yeah, this is innate. This is an innate knowing that we were granted before, long before we got here. We're
Mhm,
just
mhm,
remembering it, and we're in the process of remembering who we are and remembering what we came with and what we came to do. And that's just
mhm,
all part of the process. The doubts, the worries on the way, they're just catalysts for us to move forward. It's like that
mhm,
fear. What's on the other side of that fear? It's that
mhm,
greatness. It's just that push.
mm,
Just
mhm.
that push that we need.
Yep, I feel that too. Sometimes I look at myself like, man, what am I doing? What am I becoming? Like, where am I going with this and all that? Like, and then it starts to creep in, like, oh, I don't know if you should do that. Oh, be careful.
Hmm.
Don't do the podcast. Oh, the
Yeah.
people are not gonna like you. You're not white enough. You're not black enough. You're not tall enough. You're not smart enough. You don't have the complexion of connection. you know?
And we got to remember that we are enough. We are exactly enough. This is why we came to be. We are
Yeah.
exactly
I
enough.
I did have another brother just recently, good brother too, tell me the thing I hear often too. "Oh, well, nobody's perfect." And I'd be like, "No, bro, this," I was like, I just met this guy. I don't want to, pull his coat
Mm.
first, but once I get to know him a little more and let him know, we are perfect. We
Yes,
are. We
yes.
we
Eh,
we're, imperfectly perfect. Right?
yes,
Some people are like,
yes.
"Oh, we're not perfect. Only God's perfect." No, God made us, and God
Mm,
doesn't make imperfect things.
mhm.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
struggling with some things. Of course, man. I should not have eaten the fried, or
Mhm.
I
It's our
washed a little. It's okay. It's all right. Feel it. Get through it. You're fine. Just keep going.
it's our
Not.
perception. It's our perception or lack thereof, and we are perfect for sure. We're exactly how we're
Mhm.
made. All of our so-called mistakes, they were divinely ordained. We chose those mistakes so we can learn those lessons. They're perfectly in order for us to grow.
Hmm. Yes, and how else would we learn if we don't fall
Mm,
down? We wouldn't know the light unless there was dark. We wouldn't
mhm,
know, up unless there was down. It's just we live in this world of duality,
mhm,
and that was a beautiful theme at the cacao ceremony on Saturday. People were just shedding and letting go and
mhm,
just allowing whatever comes up, whatever came up, whatever feelings. People were feeling sad and cry and happy and laughed, and they wanted
mhm.
to talk and they wanted to meditate, and some brother got up, started doing a little
Yeah.
chai tea. Was it?
It's not Tai Chi, it's something else, but yeah, something along
Yeah,
those
right,
lines. But
right, right.
it's funny. Like I knew that, I always feel things before they come, and I knew the day before that I was going to meet somebody that understood energy in a similar fashion, the way that I did, and then boom, that brother was there, and I definitely felt that connection. Like I watched him, moving in his movements, and I can feel that boom, be it that thunder coming off of him, or it was just powerful, very
Yeah,
powerful.
I noticed that. I caught that right away when you guys like click and you started like I actually saw it like just flowed right into it. And you were like, yeah, and you saw
Mm,
each other. You was like,
mm,
yep, mm-hmm. And
yeah.
both of you guys just broke it down so eloquently. We were just sitting there like just listening, and
Hmm.
it's like, yes, yes, that's what it is.
Hmm.
Everything is energy, and we feel it
Yes.
too. Everything
Yes.
flow.
And it was beautiful. We started off with the intentions. Everybody voiced their intentions. So, we created an intimate space of openness from the beginning, and allowed everyone to be able to share what they came to release, or what they were there for. And I think that was very beautiful and very powerful. These spaces are great because they're welcoming, and they're compassionate, and it's something we don't get everywhere. Doing living this life of go go go, we don't get those moments to just be ourselves and let the masks off and peel the layers and express who we really are. And
Yep, and
mhm.
that was an opportunity. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Continue.
No, 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 I was done. I was done. You good.
Yeah, I did want to piggyback on that, where people were able to just allow some of these things, the energy just to flow, and sometimes it looks in different ways. Sometimes it's
Hmm.
ugly. Sometimes it's like, oh man, I just don't want to face these things, and but they're like, you know what? But I'm going through the fire anyway.
Hmm.
Bring it on, and
Hmm.
and that's what they did, man. And everybody was just open, and
Yeah.
then after the sound bath and we drank the cacao and the deep meditation, and then brother Devin was there, right? A
With the guitar.
spiritual guitar
Spiritual
is his
guitar, yes.
that's his handle
On
on
Instagram.
the IG. That's right, but he
Hmm.
has the YouTube channel and other platforms as well. What a guitar player. This guy is something else, bro. I tell
Yes.
you, I met this
Yeah.
guy, right? He contacted us, and when I first met him and I said, "Hey, you play guitar? Well, are you any good?" He was like, I'm okay." I was like, "Oh, all right. Could I see some of your work?" And he was like, "Yeah." He sent me the YouTube channel, the link. I called him back right away. I was like, "Bro, it sounded like three people were playing the guitar, bro." Right? He's so humble like that, bro. He's just
Hmm.
started laughing,
Hmm.
and he's just sweet and humble,
Yeah.
and he's not prideful like that. Like, yeah, I'm nice like that. Nothing like that, bro.
Mhm. Mhm.
But the songs he was playing just flowing. Oh my God, he must have played for about an hour and a half, bro.
At least, yeah, at least,
Hmm.
yeah. He was tapped in. He was really tapped in.
Yeah, I was telling you, you want to
You
take a
know.
break, brother? He was like, nah, nah, I'm good.
Nah, few more songs.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I
Yep, you asked him
remember.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, nah, I gotta get a few more songs out. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
and it was beautiful, bro. Just
Yeah,
like
and
there was.
the way he strung those, hit those strings, just like, it was just, I wish you could be there. Like, it's one of those things you got to see, you got to feel, that vibration that he lets out. Oof, just so
Yeah,
soft and just beautiful. Honestly, just
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. It was just straight beautiful. There's no words really to put onto it.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Because I remember there was some moments too where me and you were just sitting down and just there and just hear the music and just in it.
Mhm.
Man, I was like, man, this is beautiful, man.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
It's so beautiful. Once you come on this side, this is where it's at. You get to
Mhm.
learn about
Yeah.
yourself and deep reflection and sort things out.
Mhm.
I did get different reports. The one sister that was there, she came with some issues, and then by the night was over the next day, she was like, I just feel free. I'm just
Mhm.
released. Like everything's gonna be okay. I just let it go. And
Mhm.
she came in with some hard issues like this. People are going
Mhm.
through things. Everybody looks fine, but you don't know what people are going through, man.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
That's the beautiful thing about that medicine, is that it allows you to examine every layer of whatever it is that you're going through. Every possible, like I've been in, had my own experiences where, whatever situations I was going through, I literally peeled every layer, every possible question I could ask was asked, things that I normally would not be able to think of. Just boom, and it's challenging to go through, but by the time you come out of it, yeah, you feel so free, you feel so light, you have a resolve, you understand way more.
For sure, for sure. And then when you do come out, like the glow that you feel, the great
Hmm.
energy, the
Hmm.
positivity that you can't get that from nowhere, bro. I tell
Hmm.
you, I've tried many things, bro. Some
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna mention on it.
Hmm.
But you receive this feeling of like everything is fine, like I'm on the
Hmm.
right path. I'm doing, and then that little voice we're saying, yeah, but what about it gets so
Hmm.
quiet in the background, you don't even hear it. You be like,
Hmm.
I'm moving forward anyway.
Hmm.
So the next day, because we stood up, I don't know what time we went to
Yeah, we
sleep.
were
It
up to
must have
like
been
a
like
good
four
four,
o'clock,
four thirty in the
yeah,
morning.
4:30. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
And the next day, I was tired. I had some
me
good
too.
food. I cleaned up, and then I slept. I slept most of the day to the next night. I got up a bit more and then ate some more and just laid down and I was sleeping. But when I got up, bro, the
Hmm.
energy, oh my goodness, the clarity, like, oh, I was just like, I'm in it. It's beautiful. And then today, I got up and then I'm feeling like, some of the bones and the muscles, like, oh man, maybe I should just stay. And I'm like,
Hmm.
no, no, let's go. Oh, now's the time. You know that now is the time. You have been doing some things, and now the time is to do this. And I
Yes.
got back on the grind, man. I was out there running. I did my 6.5 miles today, bro. It was
Woo.
freezing. I was breathing. All the smoke was coming out. It was so cold, freezing the oxygen right in the
Yeah,
atmosphere. Yep, but I was out there, man. Came back just alive, bro. Feel
yeah, yeah,
excellent. And I'm
yeah.
so
Me
glad
too.
that we're here, bro. Go
Me
ahead.
too. When I got back to Brooklyn, I ate something, and I got home and I just needed rest. I slept from like 2 in the afternoon till about 6:30. For me to just recover, because we extend a lot when we're facilitating and guiding others. Whether we realize it or not, we need a chance to re-energize and revitalize. So I definitely was feeling it. You saw I had the sciatica
Right. Yep.
activated and whatnot. So I was in pain by the end of the night. Then when we rested, sleeping on the floor was great for it in the
Mhm.
in the morning. But then, sure enough, when I left, I started feeling it, and that kind of reminded me that when I got home, I had to rest. And by
Mhm.
the time I got back up, it was gone. The pain was gone. It was just my body's way of saying you need sleep. You gave everything you gave. You gave all of yourself. Now give to yourself. you know. And
Mm.
what's so beautiful of these experiences is, if you stay on the path, they build a momentum into your days following. So like yesterday, I knew that I wanted to post to Instagram and get some light language out. And, having that experience just rolls over into that. I took the time for myself to do some medicine, do some sananga. I sat with it for like 40, 45 minutes of beautiful meditation, had all these visions come in. It was, amazing. And then I did the hape, and same thing, had like a 40-minute session with the hape. And then I was ready to channel my light language and put out some videos. And I was originally planning on putting one video, and combining a bunch of stuff, with the 2-2 portal and the full moon. And, I was like, what, let me do two separate videos because they deserve, their own attention. And, that just goes to the continuation of the work that we put in from Saturday, and extending it, that clarity that was created and developed through our experience is able to translate into my, more everyday life.
Mm.
So yeah, it
Beautiful.
was
Beautiful. I
amazing.
love that. Well said, bro. It's
Hmm.
just well said. I love it. All right. So, yes, but let's just cap it off with most of the people stood over
Hmm.
and we had some break fast in the
Yeah.
rising. Yeah.
Yes.
You also served some
Oh,
sananga
Sananga
in the
in the morning.
eyes, those
Yes.
medicine that comes from the Amazon, right?
Yes. Yes. From a
The
tree.
the lungs
Yes.
of the planet, right? The Amazon is
Yeah.
the
Oh
lungs
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
planet. It has all. There's no Dwayne Reeds and there's no Rite
Yeah.
Aid. The pharmacy is the jungle. They have all the
Yes.
medicine there. So the
Yes.
Sananga, you served that up. Guys love that, man. That was
Hmm.
beautiful.
Hmm.
Such great reports on that. Great vision, open the
Hmm.
eyes and everything. And then we were able to eat, right?
Yes.
We had break fast and yeah, people they took a shower and oh my
Hmm.
god, it was everything. It was
Hmm.
beautiful. And we took some pictures and you
Yeah.
posted some of them, which I'm gonna do soon too. And it was great. It was
Hmm.
amazing. So
Yeah.
thank you for everyone who attended, who heard the
Thank you.
calling and came through. And for those who didn't show up, perhaps it wasn't your time. That's all.
Hmm.
That's okay. It didn't align with you this time.
Yeah.
But we have some other things coming up. And if you're interested, man, we're here for you. We're here in
Yes.
service.
All
So
you have to do is show up.
that's it. That's it. That's
Our
the
one
ticket.
brother, our one brother, that that's what he says. All you got to do is show up, and you're so
That's
right.
it.
You're
That's
so
it.
right. Just show up
Just show up.
for
So
yourself.
we do
Hmm.
have some other things that are coming up. I know you have something coming up now this Saturday, right?
Yes,
On the
yes,
7th, February the
yes,
7th. Tell us
yes.
about this, brother.
So Saturday, yes, I have. We have a sound bath and combo. So we're gonna be starting off the session with dropping Sananga in everybody's eyes and having a sound bath with that. They go great together. You have the frequency of the sounds, and then the Sananga creates the visions, and it calms your nervous system. So we're gonna open with that, and then we'll be serving hape to ground everybody and get ready to go into a combo ceremony. And the combo medicine, as I've spoke last time I was here, is about purifying, releasing, cleansing. It's a rebirth in a lot of ways. So I'm gonna serve that, and then we're gonna close off with a microdose of a medicine called changa. Changa is like a smokable ayahuasca.
Mm,
So allow participants to kind of have that transcendence and get that new information in, right, as you've just rebirthed and opened your body, and cleansed it. You have that opportunity to get that next level of experience.
mm.
So
That-
yeah, that's what
That's
that Saturday's looking like.
super powerful. And whenever you explore your consciousness and level up in some of these areas, first it takes a pair of brass cojones, right?
Hmm.
You have to
Hmm.
grow a pair in order to experience some of these things, right? But
Yes.
once you have them, you want the set and setting. You want to be
Hmm.
set with people who love you unconditionally, that they're going to take care of you and be with you every step of the way. And then the setting, it should be a beautiful looking place,
Hmm.
aesthetically nice
Hmm.
looking. And I know that you guys have a wonderful location over there in Brooklyn. Why don't you give
Yes.
us Did you want to give the address or you want
Nah, we
to
kind of keep that private for the
let's
people
keep that
coming.
private. I
But
love that. Thank you.
I do want to talk about the person that I'm working with, my close friend Alina.
Mhm.
She's my sister, and she's a gift from heaven, to be honest. She's gonna be leading the sound bath. You know, it's her space that she's opened up to us, and she's just incredible. You know, she's
Mhm.
gifted. She, you know, has been walking this path with me. We met a couple of years ago. We've been walking this path together, side by side, and growing together, and catapulting each other's growth. So it's beautiful for us to work together. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's just,
Mhm.
yeah, it's going to be a beautiful
Yeah,
experience.
I see the connection that you guys have, and this
Hmm.
I could see it. There's
Hmm.
something deeper there. Like, I mean, say whatever it is. We could say past lives. We could say the
Hmm.
whatever. We could say all that, but I could see that thing that's there. It's beautiful.
Hmm.
And what is her handle on the IG?
She does. She doesn't
Okay.
share. She doesn't
Okay,
share
so
it. She has a
let's not.
private. She
Okay,
has
that's
a,
cool.
yeah,
That's cool.
secret. She
Well,
has a
huge
thread
shout
on
out to
WhatsApp.
Alina.
Hmm.
That's what's up.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Hmm.
just give a huge shout out to her. And I know she's tapped
Yes.
in, and we're looking forward to working with her and all that. And I love that this thing is a bit private and personal, right? Because if we
Yes.
just throw it out there, we not here to sell nothing to nobody. This is not what this is. So if we're
Hmm.
telling you about some of these offerings that we're having, if you feel the calling, contact
Hmm.
us personally.
Yes.
You know,
This way
Wilson
we can screen you. We can meet.
Green.
You know. We can develop a connection.
Hmm.
You know.
Exactly. Not, these places are not a drop-in center.
Hmm.
That's what I say. You can't just show up. Oh, I'm here. I want to. Nah, listen. Let's talk a little bit. Why you want to do this? Why you coming through and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
best. It's best for the safety of everyone
Yes.
involved, and it's
Yes. And
best
this way we can
to
get
raise.
the
Mhm.
yeah we can get the most out of it for one
Exactly.
another.
Exactly.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
Raise the consciousness of everyone involved,
Hmm.
right? We also personally have the men's Windhorse Rising experience coming up on February the 20th to the 22nd. That's taking place in New Paltz, New York. We already have some men that have tapped in, they've secured their spot, and it's happening at the Stone Mountain Farm. You've been there before, brother?
Yes, I have. I've been there for the Purple Sage. I got to stay there for 3 days with you. It's a beautiful facility. You know, they're on what 250 acres of land.
250 acres of
Hmm.
land. They have
Hmm. It's a
different lakes
yeah.
and waterfalls and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and I definitely want to get a chance to explore the rest of that land. I haven't yet. I just got
Mhm.
got to experience the house that we stood in, which is
Mhm.
amazing.
Mhm.
You know, there's that living room is priceless. You
Priceless
know, yeah, the
fireplace, got a
fireplace.
piano, got the huge deck
Mm-hmm.
in the back. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be
Yeah.
there with a couple of men. Last time we had a wonderful time. Men came out transformed. This is an
Yeah, yeah.
experience. This is an
And I think, you know,
experience.
this is very needed. You know, men, we need a place to gather and to be safe and to express ourselves. You know, part of divine masculinity is opening those doors and being expressive and, you know, not just protective, but also being vulnerable. You know, so I think, you know, this thing you're providing is a beautiful opportunity for us as men to gather.
It's much needed. I mean, most men raised most of them just like me. There was
Mm-hmm.
no rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing told us that we were okay. This is the day that you're being a man. None of that. None of
Yeah.
it. You know, if anything, they said, "Oh, go out, drink alcohol, and get a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of women, and just
Mm-hmm.
go
Mm-hmm.
ahead, wreck it up." You know,
Yeah. They taught toxic masculinity, you know,
toxic
and I
masculinity.
think
That's
you're trying to, you know, you're opening the gates to divine masculinity.
I am opening it. That's it. No, there's no try. We're doing here, bro.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yes.
it. We're
Yes.
doing it. So if anybody's interested, the men, or you know a man that's interested, let us know and see if
Mm-hmm.
we'll get you in on that. We also have on February the 28th, brother
Yes.
Wilson, Energy Orchestrator. It's like, who did that? So Wilson is coming through again on February the 28th, and I'm his apprentice, and we are facilitating that experience for people too if they want to sit with the medicine of combo. If you don't know
Yes.
what it is, look it up. There's a
Mhm.
purging effect, there's an energetic release. This is a huge
Mhm.
part of it. All the negativity in your life, your mind all cluttered,
Mhm.
racing, it gets rid of all that. It calms your mind and gets you more focused.
Yes.
And then there's another announcement I want to make too, which is on March 14th. My
Woo.
wife, yeah, man, this is it. My wife is leading a women's retreat right here at the Omziel Healing Sanctuary.
Yes.
So there's going to be all sorts of things there. She's got the calling. It came in deep to her. It's going to be a cacao ceremony with other rituals for women. Sorry, guys, we got to sit this one out. With reflection and heart connection. There's going to be some light nourishment snacks. There's an option to stay over, and there's going to be break fast in the rising as well. So we give a full service here at the Omzia
Mhm.
Healing Sanctuary. For
Yes.
Wilson, you've been here, and others that have experienced us, you see that we give a lot, bro.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Because it's who we are. It's not what we
Yes.
do. This is who
Yes.
we are. We're expressing ourselves like this. Um, so if you're interested, that is March 14th for Calling All Women, March 14th.
Yes.
I also want to mention real quick, the last one is on, well, not the last one, but on there's in June, I'm working with another brother, and what we're creating here, we've already dropped it on Facebook. It's an event, and it's happening on June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. It's happening in Newport, New York, and this is a father and son retreat, bro.
Ooh.
It's the first of its kind that we're
Mm.
doing. They're not doing it. I don't see nobody
Mhm.
doing it around
Mhm.
here, bro.
June.
No.
You said June.
It's in June.
June. Mm.
So check this out. So in June Father's Day,
Mhm.
right, is the 20th. So
Mm.
we didn't put it on that. We didn't put it there because they're gonna take
Yeah.
pops out,
Yes.
maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Because Father's Day, all the restaurants are empty.
Yeah.
You could get a seat, you get parking.
Yeah.
Not Mother's Day. No, Mother's Day, you gotta wait
Yeah.
outside and wait. But
Yeah.
Father's Day, that's how it is,
Yeah.
bro.
You
But
know,
anyway,
I'm really
yeah.
glad you mentioned that. I have two beautiful children, two beautiful kids, and they live in California, but they come and visit for the
Mm,
summertime. So that's something I'm definitely interested in, and that would be great to experience that with both of my sons
yep.
for
It's
sure.
it's going to be a whole ritual. It's going to be a workshop. There's going to be hiking and gathering. There's going to be fire ceremony and all sorts of things. There's going to be,
Mm,
some light competition, and
mm,
those type of things, fun, good energy
mm-hmm,
stuff. And it's going to go the whole weekend. We're going to sleep together, bring out the air mattresses,
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
fireplace is there, everything. We're just going to work
Yeah,
it.
sounds
Have all
festive.
the kids also go together, work together, men and then come together. Oh my God, it's a whole thing
Yeah,
we're working on here.
yeah. I'm looking
So,
forward to it. I'm
of
really
course,
excited
man,
about that.
we're gonna be releasing more on the
Mm-hmm,
on the Instagram, but in the
mm-hmm,
Facebook, there's also an event that has already
mm-hmm.
been created there. Um, and then on June 13th, right? This is where we're having the Purple Sage
Festival.
Festival. So if you guys have experienced it before, you know what time it is. Let's go, let's get in. And
Mm-hmm,
for those that have not, just ask around. You see, yeah,
mm-hmm,
Omziel
mm-hmm.
is growing,
It's
and this is
building.
the Purple Sage Festival, man. Had a lot of people. Twice we did it last year at the same location. The place alone is mystical, but
Mm-hmm.
then we have all these artists performing, musicians, DJ. We have all kinds of foods, healing modalities, vendors,
Yes.
an opportunity to stay over, camp out, man. Brothers was camping too.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we
Yeah.
did it
Last
last year,
year's
man,
was amazing.
oh man, I stood by the fire. We talked by the
Mm-hmm.
fire all night. The sun
Mm-hmm.
came up, birds, everything, the stars, and oh my God, it was crazy, bro. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you're interested, come through.
Yes.
But I think that's it, bro. I
Yeah.
think I think we put it in. If there's
There we
anything
go.
else, let's say it now.
That's it.
Okay, well, thank you, family. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you, brother Wilson, for
Thank you.
seeing the vision, and
Thank you.
let's keep it going.